So you're thinking of moving to Phoenix, Arizona? Well, before you make that move, there are 7 things that you need to know about living here in Phoenix, and that is exactly what we are going to be covering in this video. We are going to just jump into it and start on that list, so let's do this. First time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Phoenix, Arizona and all the surrounding areas, then go ahead and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know what is happening in the Phoenix market. My name is Samantha. My team and I help people every single day just like you make the move to Phoenix, Arizona, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking of making a move, or if you've got questions, if you just want someone to talk to in Phoenix, then give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and whether you're making a move in 9 days or 9 months, we are here and happy to help you make that smooth move here to Phoenix. So like I said, there are some things you really need to know about Phoenix before jumping in and making the move here. Just like any other area, Phoenix has its quirks, and there are some things that if you haven't lived here, if you haven't grown up here your whole life like myself, these are things that you might need to know. It's second nature to us, but a lot of people living here or moving here for the first time just don't know these things, and they really wish they did know in the first place. So, sorry, noisy car. So we're gonna head back to the office. We're gonna go over this list of 7 different things that you need to know before moving to Phoenix. So let's jump on in. Okay, so before moving to Phoenix, there are definitely a few things you wanna know. So we're gonna go through and talk about those 7 things that you definitely wanna know before you make that move over here to the Phoenix area. Number 1 is car registration and licensing. So getting your license in Arizona, it's $50 and it lasts 8 years, which is awesome. You only have to renew it once every 8 years and it's relatively inexpensive. But when it comes to car registration, that can be a little bit pricier. In Arizona, they do the registration cost based on the assessed value of the car. So for new vehicles, it will cost $2.80 per $100 assessed value. And for used cars, it's gonna be $2.89 for every $100 of assessed value. So for example, if your vehicle is valued at $30,000, then registration is going to be around $867, and that's going to last 2 years. Little side bonus of car registration is also to know about the DMV. If you're going to go to the DMV here in the Phoenix area or kind of the surrounding areas, in person it's slow. It's what you think the DMV is, like, you know, Zootopia, and it's like sloths working in the DMV. Yeah, not to be mean, but it's kind of like that here. I know the DMV employees are incredible and they've got difficult jobs and they're working as hard as they can, but those lines take forever. But the good thing about Arizona is they have so many online services. A lot of the services can be done online, and their web portals and stuff like that have gotten way better in the past few years. So a lot of what you need to do can just be done online and you don't even have to go in the first place. Also, Arizona works with a lot of third-party companies. There are a lot of different third-party companies who work with the Arizona Department of Transportation. So if you don't want to go to the DMV and wait in a long line, there's a bunch of third-party companies all across the valley where you can go in, get your license, do a picture, change your address, kind of whatever you need to do, and the lines are not as long. Second thing to know about Phoenix is the people. They are really nice and friendly for the most part. Obviously, that is not true of everyone. There are going to be a lot of grumps and not super great people no matter where you go. But in Arizona, for the most part, and especially in the Phoenix area, people are really friendly. We have a huge emphasis on lifestyle, enjoying life, taking care of yourself, being outside, getting all that vitamin D from the sunshine all year. Maybe that's why. But people here are just, for the most part, really friendly and helpful, especially in the service industry. Service is incredible. If you're going to a store or a restaurant, customer service is really exceptional. Everyone is very professional, very friendly, happy to help you with anything that you might need. Now again, like I said, there are exceptions. Road rage is no joke here. It's nothing like New York, Chicago, or LA or anything like that, but drivers here are not super great, and so you are gonna encounter some road rage every now and then. And of course, you know, there's people out there who are just unhappy no matter what, but for the most part, people in Arizona are very, very friendly and great to be around. Another thing to think about is healthcare. We do have really great healthcare in the Phoenix area, and there are lots of different options when it comes to practitioners and doctors, whether it's, you know, you need a specialist or anything. There is world-class healthcare here, which is really great. But when you're moving from a different state, a lot of times you've got to update your healthcare providers, your doctors, your insurance, and things like that, and it can take a while to update things and kind of get it up and going. So if you are thinking of making a move, go ahead and maybe check in with your insurance and kind of get that ball rolling, because it can take upwards of a month to get everything transitioned, kind of worked over and stuff like that. Another thing to know about is pools. Now, if you're in a part of the country where pools are really common, that's probably not going to be anything new to you. In Phoenix, 50% of the homes have pools. We love our pools here. It is so hot in the summers and we need a break from the heat. So pools are incredibly common here in Arizona, especially in the Phoenix area where it gets really, really hot. So again, if you're used to pools, that's nothing new, but if you're not, pools are going to be very common, but you also kind of need to know what it's going to take in terms of upkeep, maintenance, cleaning, and stuff like that. You can do it yourself. You're going to have to do some research and buy all the right tools and stuff, or you can, for $100 a month, get pool service and they'll come every week, clean it, maintain it, balance all the chemicals and pH and stuff like that. So if you're buying a house that already has a pool, typically it's going to be around $10,000 difference if there's a very similar home that does not have a pool. But to put in a pool to a home that doesn't already have one is actually going to be a lot more. So buying a house with a pool already in it is cheaper than buying a house and then putting in a pool. If you're going to install a pool into a house, it can be anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 or even more if you want to like go all out, do the works like, waterfalls and slides and fountains and like waterworks, all that cool stuff. So depending on how fancy you want the pool to be, it can be even more than that $50,000 price tag. So if you are wanting a pool, go ahead and start looking at homes that already have them. That is going to be more cost effective. Another thing to note about pools if you're moving to Phoenix is there's actually laws about having pools gated or having a barrier around them in Arizona. We take water safety very seriously, and actually several years ago they put into place a law that if there are children living in the house that are under the age of 6 or under, you need to have the pool in the backyard gated or have a barrier around it. There's a lot of different specifications for what the gate or barrier needs to look like and stuff like that, but that is also something to be aware of. So if you are planning on having a pool in your home, and if there's going to be kiddos living in your home that are 6 or under, just be aware that it does need to have a gate around it. Another thing to be aware of is cost of utilities. And so in Arizona, it can be a little bit higher than the national average. That is because, especially in the summer, we are running our air conditioners non-stop. You're going to start using your air conditioner around the end of March and probably using it all the way up through November, just because it is so hot and the heat lasts a while here. Now that kind of depends on your preference and how much you can tolerate heat and everything like that. That is something to be aware of. There is a lot of solar. It's becoming more and more popular here. We've got sunshine almost every single day of the year, so solar can definitely be an option to help lower that utilities bill for you. But also keep in mind your AC is going to be running all throughout the year. You got to make sure to get it serviced at least once a year, but preferably twice, once before the summer and once in the winter, just to make sure it's running effectively. And you also need to change out the filters. Phoenix is very dusty. We are a desert and there is a lot of dust and everything in the air. So you've got to change out the filters every month or every 2 months at the absolute most. You don't have to buy the fancy ones, just buy the cheap filters because you're changing them out all the time, but make sure that you're changing those filters out. It's going to help your AC run more effectively and be more cost effective. Another thing to know about the Phoenix area is the food scene. It has really taken off in Phoenix and all the surrounding areas in the past 10 to 15 years. And there is so much incredible dining here, which is really cool. So we've got a lot of award-winning chefs, restaurants, resorts, and things like that. So if you like fine dining, award-winning dining, there is so much of that here, which is really cool. But they have everything from, casual dining all the way up to like high-end, super fancy, like $500 a person dining with a caviar and all of the works and everything in between. So there really is a great diversity of dining and stuff here. And all throughout the Phoenix area and all the different cities and suburbs, it is really convenient the way it's laid out. If you watched any other videos that we've done, that's a theme, is that you're never more than 5 or 10 minutes away from kind of everything that you need. So there's all different dining options anywhere you go in the valley. Another thing is that we love our outdoor dining. The weather here is really pretty for the most part, except in the summers when it's brutal. And so we really enjoy being on the patio, enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the weather. So many restaurants here will have patio and outdoor dining and incredible views. We've got mountains and everything like that. And so there's a lot of dining options here in the valley where you've got incredible views. So if you're moving to the area, or if you're visiting the area, or if you already live here and you just want recommendations for an amazing place to eat, my husband and I love food. We are big time into food and love trying new places, old places, everything in between. My husband's actually a professional chef, and so we get lots of different experience going to a bunch of different places, checking them out, and also him experimenting. I get to eat like amazing food all the time just here in our own kitchen, which is awesome. But if you are looking for amazing recommendations for places to eat anywhere in the valley, just reach out and be happy to let you know some awesome spots to check out. And lastly, another thing to know about Phoenix is lifestyle. And the lifestyle here is really incredible. That is one of the main factors that people are moving here for, is the amazing lifestyle that we have to offer. Sometimes people can think it's just deserts and brown and dirt and cactuses, but it's so diverse here. We have a lot of, trees and green. There is golf, there's lakefront living, there's high-end luxury, there's small little old town feels, there's the bustle of the downtown area where it's really modern and urban, or you've got these areas in North Scottsdale where it feels like you're just like living alone in the mountains on this huge, custom desert estate. It is so cool, and there's everything in between. So Phoenix really is incredibly diverse in what it has to offer in terms of lifestyle, housing, living. A lot of the places in town, kind of like places like Gilbert or Chandler, it almost feels like you're in California. There's a lot of grass, there's a lot of trees. The homes are kind of more spread out and big, and really kind of had that luxury feel, but for a fraction of the price, which is really cool. So there is a lot of diversity here to the lifestyle that Phoenix has to offer, but also just the emphasis on wellness, lifestyle, enjoying the outdoors. It's a little more laid back. It's not as intense and crowded and hustle and bustle as places like New York or Chicago or LA or places like that. It is a little bit more laid back. There is a spa or a gym on every single corner here. We love getting outside, enjoying the sun, getting that vitamin D, like I said. So there is really so much to enjoy here about Phoenix. Okay, well, those are 7 of the things that you really need to know about Phoenix before making the move here. So whether you are thinking of moving here or you already live here, let me know in the comments something that you learned about Phoenix, something maybe you didn't know, or something that you already love about Phoenix if you've been here before or live here. If there is anything else you'd like to know about Phoenix or any of the surrounding areas, go check out some of the other videos that we've done. We've done the full vlog tour of Phoenix, where we literally go through every different city and suburb and all the different areas, take you all around. We've also got vlog tours of all the little individual parts of Phoenix. If you want to know more pros and cons about Phoenix, we've got a video on that too. So there's lots of videos for you to check out. If you've got any questions, if you want more information, if you're thinking of making a move to Phoenix, reach out anytime. We would love to answer your questions and be a guide and a resource to you. So just shoot us a call, give us a text, or send us an email, whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months. We are here to help, and we would love to hear from you. So reach out anytime, and until next time, we'll see you soon.